Hey guys, this is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. Today we're going to create one of the most beautiful cards I could come up with in a while. This is a fun fold, and you know I love my fun folds. This is what I would call an Aperture or a Z Fold card. It's a unique Z Fold card because it's got a hidden hole. Are you ready? This is so much fun. Today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Why not? So we're going to be grabbing this Cloche stamp set with the Sweet Treats secondary stamp set and this gorgeous, elegant designer series paper, and we're going to create a card that goes like this. I can seal to like this. It is so beautiful and so easy to do. There's like 10 different little tips in this card you want to learn. It will make your day so much easier. You can do this design with any die cuts. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you can join us as we create all week long, making the world a more beautiful place, one handmade craft at a time. Let's go ahead and dive in now. Okay, you can see this full shopping list in the description below and on my blog where all the measurements are. But right now, we're going to be grabbing this gorgeous Simply Elegant Designer Series paper. So gorgeous. All this gold foil and copper and silver, it's all mixed in. You're going to love it. Then you want to grab the amazing Sweet Treats stamp set, and this coordinates with the Cloche dies. These are the dies that we will be using. We'll be using this beautiful dome and this this little piece here with the gold foil. And this actually comes as a full bundle. You want to make sure you grab that with this bonus set. I mean, hello. You can create all kinds of great gift cards and recipe cards with this. What a great gift to give to somebody this holiday season. I'm just saying. I encourage you to have a pierce mat and or take your pick tool. So let's go ahead and grab that there. And we're going to create this stunning, I mean stunning, handmade card that will take your breath away. So right there with the Simply Elegant and gold foil, we're going to go ahead and open it. And we're going to go just like that. This little Z fold is a sweet little trick, and I'm going to show you what I do with that right now. So what you want to do is score and cut these so that they're ready. And I like to do this backwards. So what you're going to see here is that cardstocks have two sides. This is the what I would consider the inside of the card. It's not as pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to go just like so. Flip that over. I want the let me see here. Am I not doing it right? Nope, I'm not. So I want this to be on the inside. So we're going to flip that just like that. And then we're going to take that second line I have scored already. Hopefully you can see that right there. We're going to flip that back. I don't want a line in the middle of my project. That is a little bug thing that would bug me. So I'm going to go out, and I'm actually using my bone folder a little bit firmer than I do most cards because this is interactive and it will Z fold like over and over and people will play with it. So what you want to do, give it a really good rub. And using your bone folder, it's like your best friend. And looky here. So now you have this great little fold ready to go to create this super sweet card right here. And it sure is a great way to wish somebody a tasty and sweet birthday. Let's go ahead and design it right now. Okay, so let's dive into die cutting this intricate interactive card that is so easy when you see what we're doing. Today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day, and it's also one of my kind of adopted niece's birthdays. Julia, I love you. You know that. I'm proud of you. So we're going to take the Cloche dies right here and this little strip, and we want to die cut that twice. So let's go ahead and put that through on this gold foil. You can see all these measurements on my blog and in the description below. So let's go ahead and jump on that. Oh, make sure you tuck it up enough that when we cover this with the designer series paper, it will cover that area. So that is important. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump on that. Okay, so you should have seen I did just a partial click through. All I needed to do was feel the pressure release to create these beautiful strips. Now we're going to use this beautiful dome. And we have all three levels. We have the thick basic white cardstock, scored and cut. So this is really important. You can see the full measurements again in the description, but you have to score it so you know that everything is centering. And we're going to be using a sticky note. Nothing is adhesive down. So we're just using the sticky note as our guide. Now we're going to place this in just kind of like so at the top, right there. And if you want, you can put another sticky note. Hello, I love me some sticky notes. Another really good thing to do, my friend Sherry taught me years ago, was medical tape. Like medical tape is a really good one because it doesn't tear skin, so it's really good with paper. So then we're going to go through, and this we're going to go back and forth about 4 times. So the reason being is we're cutting through 3 layers, right? So we have... And you'll hear a click, right? When you get to it, you'll hear the pressure release. And that's perfectly fine. This is a really heavy duty machine. So let's listen to it. Do you hear that? That's perfectly acceptable. So we're gonna go back and forth. So that's 2. I'm just waiting for the pressure release. And we'll do it again. 3 and 4. Our goal is to make sure that it goes through all 3 layers. I'm sure you could take it apart. Oh my goodness, I am not that good. Let's just be legit. I am not. But if you flip it over, you can see all the pieces are die cut. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Now let's go ahead and finish creating this card now. Okay, so these sticky notes I find probably aren't redeemable at this point. They might be, so if you're careful, you take them off. You can reuse them. No, like, if, ands, or buts, if you can, whatever, right? It's just a sticky note. They're really inexpensive. It's worth doing. Let's see here. Let's throw this up here. I use magnetic sheets on my dies, so I'm less likely to lose them. I'm just saying. Now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this. Take all 3 pieces because you're going to need that white piece for sure. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's so gorgeous on its own. Oh, I could play with this all day. I really could. Now you're going to want the domes. The Cloche shaker domes come in a 10-pack. And they look just like this. And they're adhesives on both sides. So you can see the white adhesive there and the white adhesive on the inside I already removed. And what we're going to do is you can see here where I hid those die cuts. That was a new concept to some people in my recent class. And so I forget that these are like things that I do. And so if it's something you ever really want to, like, tell me if this is not like something you do on the regular. And we're going to set aside my dies. Boom, shakalaka. Now we have this beautiful cloche design. We want to place, and I usually need something to decipher on the inside, like what looks different. So hold on, let's do this. And you want to go over where the die is. Just like that. Use the tip of your bone folder to give it a nice little rub-a-dub-dub. Give it a little back massage. Okay. And then we're going to go in and remove the top half. Like that. Toss these bad boys away. You don't need them. And then we're going to start assembling our project. So using the Stampin' Seal Plus, here, what we're going to do is place adhesive around. And the nice thing is because we used it for the die cutting, we can kind of see where it needs to go. Just like that. Now, yes, that is adhesive, but just be prepared that a little extra won't hurt you. Now go in, give it, if it's not perfect, believe me, this card is so pretty, nobody's gonna notice. Okay, there you go. Use your bone folder, give it a little rub up into the crevices. You wanna get that adhesive to kind of grab on, right? Just like so. Boom. Now we're gonna do the same thing with this gorgeous designer series paper. I mean, honestly, both sides are dynamic, but I'm going to go around, and you really want to kind of be generous here. So go on the bottom, go on the top, go here, go up against the top of the cloche clear design. Yes, you can use window sheets on this too. But these domes, if you can get them, are fabulous. And if you're going to mail them, realize that it needs a padded envelope. This is not a mail because this is really just too thick. It won't go through. Or you can have it hand processed, but it's going to be, because of the size, it's going to be too big. It's going to cost you extra. This is one of those things I would give it away, and I will do a shaker card next time that will be flat as can be and not an issue at all. All right, so here we go. Look at our little handsome shaker. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Yes, ma'am. Now, I have this already pre-done inside. We're going to do an insert here, just like so. And again, all the measurements are on my blog. This is using So Saffron cardstock. And I am, again, being super generous on the bottom because anything that's interactive is going to be played with. People will show it to their friends. They'll put it on the counter. They will put it on their desk and play with it. I'm just saying, I would play with it constantly. And then we're going to place it right on the inside. Right there, right? Super pretty. But wait, there's more. Do you remember that gorgeous die cut that you did? Right here. Super pretty. Look at it. It's going to go inside. So what you want to do is get it lined up here. And actually, you want to stamp it first. Or you can do a couple different things. I'm going to do it this way first because I really want it to go in. So I'm going to place it backwards. This is the way to do it. This is the way we do it. It's a song, y'all. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I really want to just put a dash of adhesive over here. So you want to make sure that it lines up just like that. So what you can do is kind of put your finger there, whatever works for you, you guys. You could put it down. I'm A-type enough that might bother me. Okay, so I'm just going to put a dash. Stampin' Seal Plus is super strong, so you don't need to worry about like going crazy. So we're going to go in just like that. Turn this over and give it a rub from behind, right? You want to make sure that that adhesive grabs onto that white piece right there. Now watch. I know it's a little upside down. Right there. Perfect. Then we're going to grab this beautiful gold piece, just like so. And we're going to use our multi-purpose liquid adhesive. I have one that's brand new sitting here. I was going to use an older one first, so hold on here. As it sits there, it's got two tips. You want to make sure that the tips are clear before you use them. And then just go along the edge, very little, like a little dab will do ya, and then just spread it. You guys, less is more. I had a lot of people say to me that they really felt like, yeah, that they didn't know how to put liquid adhesive. And I was like, it's really much easier than you expect. Right there. And you can see that there. Give it a little rub, right? And then we're going to do that on the card front as well. But today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. It's so cute. And it happens to be like one of my very long-time good friend's daughter, Julia's birthday. Couldn't be more proud of that girl. She was designed for great things. And she's going to take on the world. She's already doing so. Okay. So you can see the beautiful design here. Look at how cute. And it's stepped up on the inside. No big deal, right? I love it, love it, love it. I think it adds an extra layer. Now, what we're going to do is take a scrap of basic white cardstock. We're going to take a Stampin' Pierce mat. Why do I use a Pierce mat? Well, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, which means it does not bounce. So that is something to really pay attention to. And what we're going to do is take Memento black ink pad, not stays on, because we're going to be doing a little coloring here. So that is my black and white ink pad like this. This is our tuxedo black. Love it. And pat, pat, pat. Right? You can see it's nice and juicy. I love how you can see straight through it right there. So we can do 1, 2, and 3. Now this is an upgraded card, you guys. So we're going to go this upgraded level. I can't even talk today. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're going to grab that scrap that I had. So this scrap right here, we're going to embrace that piece there. Now, I don't want to screw up my paper, so I'm just going to flip this over. And I just want the crinklies. So 1, 2, and 3. Now it's going to take time to dry. This gold is non-porous, you guys, so it takes it a minute to really, I don't like that one's kind of cut off, so let's do a second one over here, or a third, fourth, whatever. Just like so. Now it needs time to dry, so I'm going to set those aside and I'm going to end up fussy cutting those out. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and color and add some sparkle and some wow to this really sweet card. And so let's flip that bad boy over. We really want to embrace these cupcake tops. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what is going on with my words today. I have our Stampin Blends. And I'm going to grab the So Saffron, and this is light and dark. You can always check your coloring right there. And I like to use the tip piece here, and we're just going to give it like a swirl. You don't have to be right or wrong on this, you guys. So maybe this one has a little bit darker of a swirl. It goes along the lines a little bit better. And this one here, we can do a little wiggle. I love that they're going to be a little stack of them so that it's easy to do. Then we're going to take the other tip and color. You want to really color and go over it, but don't color everything. You want to leave a little bit of that white for that light reflection right there. And using the light colored, I'm going to go in and color the cupcake like you see there. Super easy. Right there. And go up and just kind of loosely color. Don't feel like you have to go crazy. Here, I'm going to end up using the dark more than I use the light. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys here. There we go. So here we are. We're coloring. We've got the cupcake down here done. Perfect. And we're going to add a little bit more of the dark here. Just kind of get in some of those shadows. However you want to do it, you can come out like so. Only on the icing. I'm finding that you know what? I'm kind of a person who goes into her box. So let's just kind of do it like so. I want them to look different, but not like be ghastly different, right? And you can keep applying levels upon levels upon levels of color. And if you want to, you can actually add a second yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm grabbing, let me see here. Is this my daffodil? No, this is my mango medley. Let me grab my daffodil here in my holder right behind me. I love my new studio because this is the dark. So I can have everything right at my fingertips here, you guys. So we're just going to go a little bit like that, right underneath of the icing. Right there. And this one, I'm going to go behind it. There's no really rhyme or reason. And then I want it to look a little different. This is very soothing to me. Are you like a person who loves to color? Don't buy me an adult coloring book, please. I have people who do that, which is no diss. I mean, any gift is a blessing. But then we're going to add a little bit more depth with the lighter daffodil here. Just kind of go over it, making sure. Nope, that's dark. I used light initially. Well, there you go. So we're going to come into the corner. Just less is more. Right there. And just coloring is super, super easy and soothing. And yes, you can mix your colors. It's nice like that. Nobody's going to tell you you're doing something wrong. And if they do, like, you don't need that negativity in your life, you guys. Quite legit. Like, just avoid it. So then I'm going to grab the light saffron and just kind of softly blend all of the colors together, leaving a little bit of white peeking through. And the more alcohol markers are designed to blend, the more you go over it, the softer the colors go in. There's no line. It just looks kind of soft and flowy. And I'm not worried if it goes slightly outside of the cupcake. I mean, we have an eraser pen for that, but this here is super easy. Nummy. I love it. And this is the light, so I'm going to go right back over the vanilla cupcake. I'm going to add another layer. Now, the reason you want to always color on top of something when you're using an alcohol-based marker like this is it will color through. So you can see here, now if you had a white table or something, that would be a huge bummer to die cut all the way through that. And then we're grabbing my snips here. And we're going to fussy cut these out. So we can put these, we're going to fussy cut these and these out right now. So let's go ahead and do so. Okay, so we have a really fun little couple more techniques for you guys. I know this is a technique loaded awesome tutorial. Okay, so you can see we've fussy cut out with our paper snips. Now they're super strong, so when I'm cutting them, I generally don't squeeze very much. I allow the blades to do all of the work for you. We're going to be flipping these cupcakes over. Yes, I said we're going to be flipping them. And this is another reason why you want a pierce mat. Just going to say this is a fun technique. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our take your pick tool right here. And we're going to grab the stylus tip right here. Do a little twist on that open end and it's super ready. Now we're going to just kind of follow the, I'm using that's the smaller one. I wanted to grab the wider one. There's two tips there. And it has a little lock when you're locked in. So we're just going to go up and follow the swirl, right? We're just adding a little bit of that swirl back and forth right here. So when you see the cupcake from the front, you can see like this is a dry embossing, right? By hand. This is how we used to do dry embossing back in the day, if anybody didn't know. And it's going to be rounded. If you can see that there. It looks so sweet when you do it this way. It's just a little something, something. And that cloche dome is rounded. So you can do this very easily right here. And our cardstock is super durable. So that's really going to be, you can even do like the muffin part, like right, the little cupcakey part right there. Do the cakey line. And then come up and do your schmias. I am not a super cake decorator. Not. I've never mastered the tip icing thingy that it does. So there you go. And now they're all a little bit rounded. They have a little bit of fun texture to it. I like to take it apart, put it away right away, put it in my box, set it to the side. Now we've got these here. And I'm going to use that multi-purpose liquid adhesive again. And we're going to come in just a little bit and do kind of like a little smear across the top here. And that's probably way too much. So I can probably just, without even squeezing anymore, spread it around. Just a little dab will do ya. Ooh, see that there? Smear that off. All right. Then we're going to put our little liners on top. Gold liners make everything pretty, don't they? 1, 2. Now, Julia, my sweet girl, is becoming an attorney. She was homeschooled, and when I told her mom, who is one of my besties, that I was going to homeschool, she was floored. When I came to her house, she said to her girls, "Hey, Mrs. A is going to be doing homeschooling. Can you believe it?" And she was so sweet. She says, "Of course I can. It was just a matter of when." I thought that was so sweet. She knows more than you guys. She just owns my heart. I love that girl. Anyway, so I put a Stampin' Dimensional behind. We're going to place this just like that. So 1, 2. Now, this is where I get a little tricky. See this little naked space right here? I'm going to stack 2 dimensionals on top of themselves right there. So 1, 2. I want to rise it above the other one that has a single rise right there. Super cute. Now look at this card. Do you not love it as much as I do? But wait, we're not done. No siree, bubs. We are not. I have this gorgeous ribbon we're going to be using right here. I have one that's open right on my desk. Hold on. Okay, so we have this gorgeous gold ribbon. You guys, how beautiful is that? Can you have too much gold? I don't know that you can. You can do a couple different ways. You can tie it into a knot if that's what you would like. A sassy knot really goes far. So you can just do a little sassy knot. I like to kind of pucker that knot a little bit by fluffing up the knot. Then I have paper snips that are marked with a ribbon because I use these only on ribbon to cut ribbon. So then I'm going to cut it at a sassy little sachet. Be careful not to cut yourself. Right there. And we're not done, you guys. We're almost done, I swear, but we're not completely done right now. Then I'm grabbing a glue dot, and we're going to place, kind of roll that glue dot up on itself and place it on the top of the cloche dome. If I'm saying it wrong, share that with me. How would you pronounce it? I should ask my friend before I did all this. Cloche? Cloche? Nope. Cloche. Okay, so I think this is gorgeous. And when you open it, it has this awesome, sweet little collection right there. It comes together for a dynamic card, but we're not done. Don't forget, cupcakes like to sparkle, much like my girl Julia does. We're going to take some Wink of Stella, which is our glycerin pen, and just color up the icing. And because it's an alcohol-based marker, that ink will not transfer. It's already dried. It's not going anywhere. If you wanted to use this with any water-based ink, be really careful because it will smear the ink and blend it. This will not because that alcohol marker is set in stone, you guys. So let's move this out of the way. Now, I always stamp before I put down my image, and I didn't here. So a taste or treat for someone so sweet, and happy birthday. Why not? So this is a really simple way to get it straight. Have you ever wondered how to get your stamp sets straight while you're stamping down? The reason I use a grid paper underneath is many reasons, but this is one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that there, and then making sure this is happy birthday here. Right there. Make sure you can read the words. Hello, I'm just saying. That is one really good benefit to our photopolymer. Now I'm going to zoom in. So didn't want to take you on a motion sensor right here. Right there. And I'm using the grid paper to line up my greeting. And stick the little happy birthday there. I can see where it's balanced relatively and it's straight. Then we're going to grab a block. We're grabbing that stamp now. Oh, it's killing me that I'm going to stamp it once it's already done, but we'll be fine. We'll deal. Then we're going to grab that black Memento ink. I'm inking that up and going straight down. I'm going to do a wiggle. Do not rock and roll. Do a wiggle. Come straight up. Tasty treat for someone so sweet. I love it. Happy birthday. That's for my girl, Julia. I love you, girl. You know it. But on today's National Vanilla Cupcake Day, we have a dynamic wow card. Let's back that out. Are you ready? And it looks so good. I mean, it's really awesome. So here we go. The card looks like it's a, pretty layered card as it is. And then when you open it, you have this liner. I have all these measurements for you on my blog right now, link in the bio. All the shopping lists is in the conversation as well, is in the comments as well as on my blog. So you can grab all these things and save and grab all of this and grab the starter deal, which is starter kit, which is on sale right now for a limited time. You can see more on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. But this is our sweet little cupcake dome card that is sure to sweeten somebody, at least Julia's day. What do you think? Do you love it as much as I do? Comment and let me know what you think right here with this little fancy fold. Beautiful, gorgeous. I mean, this paper is dynamic. Check out these upcoming videos for cards that are coming your way that with a fun fold, you can take and make the world a more interesting place. Isn't that fun? Look at that. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell. Join us as we make the world a more beautiful place, one handmade project at a time. And we create all week long. So you want to catch those video tutorials. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I hope that you do too. Comment, let me know. And check out these upcoming videos with fun folds because they are awesome, don't you think? I love them too.